Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video to help out all the newer players. Maybe you're finding it hard to keep your character fed and happy all the time, and so I thought I'd just put together some quick tips that help me always have food on hand so that I can continue playing the game and just enjoying myself. Let's jump right into it. One of the first things I want to point out in this game is that you can unlock the cooking mimetics. Over here under the logistics tree, there's the stoves, the dishes, the air drying, and the different recipes. A lot of the recipes you can get just from the mimetics. You will find some in the wild, but these right here will do you good for quite a while, especially if you're starting out. You can get all sorts. The other thing you're going to want to know is that you can get water, you can get salt from any coastal location. You'll have access to the sea, and you can get salt water, and then you can cook that up either in a stove, or you can even take it to your little camp that you can throw down anywhere, and you can boil up some salt water into salt, and then that combines with any kind of meat to make a combo meat dish, and those give a lot more energy, and so those are quite nice considering how easy it is to get salt. The other thing I want to point out is that there are hawthorn berry bushes all over the place. Hawthorn berries are great. You can turn them into either food or you can turn them into drink, depending. Personally, as soon as you have enough points to unlock for yourself dishes 2, you'll get access to all the fruit teas. Fruit teas are awesome because you can grab any kind of these plants here. There's sage, there's all like coneflowers, there's honeysuckle, all kinds of different plants, and you can grab those and you can get yourself some clean water. All you have to do for clean water is just go to any kind of like freestanding body of water that is not the ocean, and just boil that water, and you'll get boiled water. Which quick tip, I have seen people carry stacks and stacks of boiled water in their inventory because it doesn't go bad. That is an option. However, water, just like in real life, is heavy for some reason. All these like fruit teas and hawthorn juices, they're a lot lighter. I'm not sure why, but it just is the case. However, a lot of these juices and the teas, they do go bad after about 24 hours, whereas water never goes bad. But personally, I like having less weight being taken up on my character by all the food I'm carrying, so that I can loot all kinds of different things and be out in the field a lot longer collecting stuff before I have to come back and empty my bags. But yeah, you can go here. If you click here, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of different options. It'll automatically just select anything that you have in your inventory for it, and you can make yourself some easy fruit teas. Fruit teas are probably my favorite because they give a lot of hydration, but they also give sanity back. So as you're playing the game, you're going to gain corruption on the bottom of your bar. And that corruption keeps you from being able to heal past that until you do something to remove that corruption. Tea will restore some of that sanity, quite a bit actually. Sanity gummies only restore 500 sanity, and this fruit tea, which is super easy to make, is 400, and it gives me hydration. Here's the roasted meat. You can cook any kind of meat you have. I really like to just to get myself some salt, which is super easy to do, and then just do the combo meals. It takes any kind of meat, literally any kind of meat in the game, and you can just make yourself a combo meal, and it gives you more energy. So if I just roasted this piece of meat, which I think this is the first tier of dish, it would give you 30 energy, which isn't bad, but the steak combo is literally just some salt, and it gives 50 energy, so you can literally, with just like a stack of 7 of these, I can game for like at least an hour or 2, and just constantly keep my guy topped off. It's like not an issue at all. One thing you might find is you don't like the fact that your food spoils. Maybe you don't have a lot of time whenever you go to play to hop on and collect resources for food. I just want to encourage you, like, you can literally just hop on, look around. There are wild animals just walking all over the place, and you can just kill yourself a wild animal, skin it, and the meat you get, you can just cook into a meal. Like I said, if you're just paying attention, there's all kinds of plants all over the place, and you can make them into fruit teas, and that'll do good. But if you hate doing that for some reason, there are sodas. You can find blueberries all over the place. Personally, there are some really good spots on the map. You can just keep your eyes out where you'll find like just a tremendous amount of blueberries or oranges to make yourself sodas, and sodas never go bad. All they take is some glass, which glass is simply gravel and charcoal, and you can get that very easily, and then the blueberry or the orange, and you're gonna have a drink that never goes bad. Another option is if you like that, the never going bad, the food that never goes bad, there's also the air drying, and you can make a meat dryer, and that, once again, you just put any kind of meat in there and salt, and it'll give you like a beef jerky, a preserved meat, or preserved fish if you get yourself some fish, and that never goes bad. So that's also an option. I personally don't mind it because as the food goes bad, it's going to create spoiled food, and you need this later on to make farms. And farming is one of the big aspects of this game. You're going to need it to make endgame recipes. You're going to need it for the deviated crops to make all sorts of nice goodies. So yeah, you're going to need a lot of this. And if you were like me when I first started, I was just throwing out my spoiled food. And then when it came time to farming, I had to collect a whole bunch of random stuff just so it could spoil, so I could get farms. So yeah, if you just save yourself some time and effort and just throw your spoiled food in the chest as you get back, whenever you log back in, you're gonna have a bunch of spoiled food from your last play session that you didn't eat. You can just throw that in the chest, and there you go. The last thing I want to mention is that you can get specializations, mimetic specializations. Every 5 levels, your character is going to get a specialization point. You can have up to 10 because there's 50 levels in the game. And every 5 levels, you get to choose between 4 different options. If you get there are certain specializations that will increase the effects of food. This one, for example, if you look over here on the stove, under Enhance Effect, it shows the little skillet icon. That means that effect, and they don't do a good job of explaining it, you just have to know what it is, and I know because I actually know the person who has this specialization, so they explained it to me. It doubles the duration of all your food before it goes bad. So usually a lot of foods will only last 1 day, that's one real life day, 24 hours before they go bad. That specialization makes it so that any food that is cooked on a stove that is made by somebody with that specialization, it lasts double the time. The reason that matters is because once you guys unlock refrigerators, food usually lasts 9 days, which is, it's pretty good, but it doubles that. So then your food will last for 18 days. That's almost, it's more than half a month, and that's quite a while. So if you really don't have time to play, you can just go out, take like 15 minutes one of these days, collect up some meat, collect up some random herbs, and you can just make them into teas, and you can make them into meat combos, and then just throw them in a refrigerator, and they last for 18 days, and you can come back and eat those.